Hello survivors and welcome to another video. In today's video I have a thematic necromancer build. It is called the Pet Cemetery. So we did do cycle 0 just to set everything up for you guys, but skills that we are using are the plague rats, swamp boars, hounds, and the frenzied bunnies. As you can see, all of these animals can be household pets. Boars are pigs technically, so that's why we did them. You can get a whole lot of other summons, but these ones are the only ones that you can keep as a pet, unless you may be Russian and you keep a bear in your back garden, I don't know, or Canadian and maybe a moose. But for the rest of us, bunnies, dogs, pigs and rats are quite common. So we're going to go into an overlord cycle here and just see how good it is. We haven't really been hitting a lot of good upgrades for anything. No legendary number amounts yet. If you could do a summons build and you wanted it to be thematic, it's quite difficult without taking a lot of the nature skills or runes. So, you can't really get that Divine Legacy in there. But the best rune for summon builds will be Divine Legacy, because every time you do get a legendary for a specific summon, it will be the quantity upgrade. So you will always be increasing the amount of summons that you get to spawn. So very, very good to have a summon build with Divine Legacy. Unfortunately, we did not have the rune power or the rune slots to increase it into, to add it into this build. But otherwise, for the rest of it, we are lacking a lot of crit chance, so we are going to focus on that. Some cast frequency will be very, very good for Putrefier, the Plague Rats, and Bunnies as well. And then Area of Effect, because that just happens to work with absolutely everything. Putrefier, the Area of Effect increases Bestial Wrath's range, increases the explosion from Plague Rats as well as the Bunnies. But very, very cool build. Not really the fastest. You did see in the time there, if you were paying attention, it was a 9-minute run. So not the fastest run, but definitely a very fun one and very hassle-free. All you need to really concentrate on is yourself and running around in circles, making sure you dodge everything, because Putrefier only works on your summons, so you don't have to worry about being close to the bosses yourselves. And everything else kind of just deals damage on its own. You just got to run around and survive, which makes it a very, very easy and relaxing build to do a Curse 7 content on. So, keep that in mind when you are playing it as well. Hey, all of the bosses are dead. We did get hit quite hard there, so we might have to look for more health as well as just general upgrades for that. I don't know if they need those, but we'll grab them anyway. Cast frequency on our rats is going to be a good one. We do have a hypothermia, so we are going to grab that. An area of effect over there. Another doom to dazed. Yes, please. We can grab some merciless. Merciless potency over there. A nice, beautiful legendary upgrade over there for our bunnies. So now we have 2 more bunnies. We were only running 10, so now we have 12. What is that? That's a 20% damage increase, I guess you could say, because technically 2 more bunnies means 20% increased damage. Alrighty. I do see a lot more. Ooh, another one, a 3rd bunny. That's perfect. And then we're going to go for damage on the Plague Rats. I'm very interested to see which summon is going to be dealing the most amount of damage. A lot of the time, if you had to do like Plague Rats or Swamp Boars, the Swamp Boars do actually deal quite a bit more damage than the Plague Rats. So it will be interesting to see if Swamp Boars or the rats, bunnies, sorry, not rats, if bunnies as a single skill can outdamage the Swamp Boars as well. So that's going to be very, very interesting coming from this little thematic build we've got going on today. Alright, 1 boss down, 2 down, perfect. The more that go down, the easier it is for me to dodge things. So only 1 boss more left. And the other thing that is very, very interesting, with regards to, difficulty and Curse 7 is if you guys are struggling, or if you want to just make sure that you have the most amount of fun possible, I would recommend going from 48 curse intensity to 45 and just turning off the void presence. It's, you don't, unless you're really trying to challenge yourself with builds and things like that, you don't have to fight the void presence. The only thing that you get extra from having her or it present is the void essence drops, which right now in the game there is no reason to collect them. So there's nothing to farm them for. Also, if you have been, done a lot of Curse 7 maps already and you have a lot of Void Essence, you can turn her off. It's very helpful, especially with summon builds, where if you run past or dodge past the Void Presence, it is going to kill all of the summons that are following you, which means less DPS because you need to then resummon all of them. Alright, I don't actually know why I'm going around destroying all of these pylons. It just wastes time. Not that we're in a rush to do anything. We're just having a good old time. Oh, you see what I was talking about with regards to the void presence? Very irritating. Alright, the next set of bosses will be spawning very soon. Get a nice multicast for nature over there. Doesn't really help the bunnies because bunnies aren't nature, but it certainly helps the plague rats. And now we can just keep going. Putrefy. We don't need Putrefy technically. Well, I mean, there are, there's pet cemetery, so they kind of all smell and be putrid. So it kind of makes sense. And then Bestial Wrath is just a buff. We could go Bloodlust if you feel like you aren't dealing enough. If you don't have enough movement speed, you can go Bloodlust to increase your cast frequency and your movement speed as well. But otherwise, Bestial Wrath and Putrefy added there for the extra bit of damage as well, the rot. Just thematically, it makes sense for Putrefy to be there because all of your monsters or all of your summons are dead. Okay, oof, more crit. That's beautiful. Love to see it. I think we're going to go damage increase over there and then grab the uncommon block because why not? Extra defenses is always good. That puddle over there is probably from a Void Hunter, but I think we've already killed him, so it was just lingering. And every now and then you do see the extra, the Putrefy on the screen. If we had to turn up the volume, we would be, the VFX would be blinded by that Putrefy. You wouldn't be able to see anything. So it's a good thing that I do have the VFX set to quite low. I'm still waiting for the developers to tell me that they're going to try and sort out, the VFX to be less evasive, I guess is the right word, on your eyeballs or when you're playing the games. I think it might help a lot because we have been told previously that the developer is looking for a way to try and make it less of a dodge fest. And then that's obviously going to help us with the VFXs and make it look a lot better. You can actually let me know down in the comments section what skill you would love to have active as like a VFX all the time so that you could see it for the entirety of the run. For me, it would probably be the ray skills like Ray of Fire, Ray of Doom. Really, really cool skills to have going off at the whole entire time, especially when you have a lot of area of effect. It creates like this dome-like structure around you, which is really, really fun to play with. So, that's my own personal preference. Let me know down in the comment section which skill you would like to see happening all the time, or what skill you enjoy the visuals of the most. But for me, definitely the Fire and Ray of Doom. Alright, we are on our final boss fight now. Should go down very, very quickly. Again, as you can see, very easy, very, just chilltastic kind of gameplay. And there's not much you really need in terms of upgrades or anything like that. Obviously, cast frequency, area of effect, and multicast being the best. But otherwise, it's just really run around and hope you survive because your summons are going to absolutely destroy everything else around you. And there we go, Bunny's managed to get a hold of him, and that's why you saw his life just completely disappear over there. So let's see, was it Swamp Boars or was it Bunnies? I think it's Bunnies, unfortunately. Oh, it was Putrefy. Okay, shocking. And then we've got our Plague Rats, and then Swamp Boars, and our Frenzied Bunnies came in at last. So even though we had +3 Bunnies, definitely did not do better than even the swamp boar. So very interesting. Maybe that's because of Putrefy, but let me know what you thought down in the comment section. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.